Welcome to my projectbazaar.com.
Let us see our project demo for self-adaptive learning PSO-based deadline constraint task scheduling for hybrid IaaS cloud. In abstract, public cloud provide infrastructure as a service to users who don't own sufficient compute resources. It faces the problem of the scheduling tasks to meet the peak demand while preserving quality of service. By using standard PSO, easily tap into the local optima and also it not robust for different problem instance. In the proposed work resource allocation framework, in which an IaaS cloud provider can outsource its tasks to external cloud when its own resources are not sufficient to meet the demand. Each task has a strict deadline to meet, so that the resources allocation problem can be constrained as a deadline constraint task scheduling one. An integer programming formulation of DCTS problem is established with the objective of maximizing the profit of the private cloud on the precision of granular QoS, while increases exponentially with the growth of the number of tasks using the particle swarm optimization. PSO-based scheduling approach is proposed to solve this problem. PSO has the advantage of easily realizing and quickly converging, so that its scheduling approach is able to get an optimal or suboptimal solution in a shorter computation time than the large size problem. It will increase the profit and also increase the non-trivial size. Flow first cloud environment is developed. A cloud environment is nothing but it will consist of data center, virtual machine, broker and job. That means user can create job, it will forward to broker, and broker will request to the virtual machine, and virtual machine will under process in data center. That means in virtual machine the resource monitor will monitor the VM resources. That means the resource monitor component monitor the cloud resource pool, including CPU pool, memory pool, storage pool and IO bandwidth pool. The cloud interface collect pricing model of external cloud and send tasks to external cloud when necessary. Resource monitor collect the resource from service provider. It analyze resources are available or not in particular intercloud service provider. If not, means it will be forward to external cloud. After that, for resource monitor is completed, it will calculate the execution time. That means each task will it will allocate it to the virtual machine. It will calculate the execution time. After that, calculating execution time, when PSO scheduling is performed. PSO scheduling is nothing but particle swarm optimization. We use the self-adaptive learning PSO-based scheduling approach. In SLPSO, each particle represents the set of priorities of all tasks and files in the search space with dynamically adjusted velocity according to his own and other combinants flying experience. The priorities represented by each particle are used to allocate each task to the private cloud or external cloud. The purpose of particle swarm optimization is to produce a set of priorities to allocate cloud resource in the most effective manner. To improve the search capability, the velocity updating strategy of each particle is selected from a set of candidate strategies according to their execute probability that are changed adaptively during the swarm evolution. After that, we can to priorities means the execution time is considered. That means low execution is a higher priority for each virtual machine task. After the task will be utilized. That means we schedule the task in this we need to predict the utilization of allocated task. We predict utilization rate of CPU or memory at the time of slot for the private cloud. After that, we can allocate it to minimum loaded job allocated to internal cloud and maximum loaded job allocated to the external cloud. Let us see our code. First of all, we have to run the home1.java. It is a first frame for that our project. It is successfully run, and click the start button. In this project, we have to use the Cloud Sim tool. Cloud Sim is nothing but it is a tool. In this tool is used to create the cloud environment. That means it is easily to create the data center, broker and virtual machine and cloud. Cloud is nothing but job. In real time, we have to create the cloud environment is difficult one. So we have to use Cloud Sim in this project. First, we have to create the data center. Number of data center 2, and data center attributes are there. And after clicking the next button, we have to create the broker. 4 brokers are created and broker attributes are there. And we have to click the virtual machine. 6 virtual machines are created. It will be successfully created. After that we have to create the job. 10 jobs are created. Okay, it will be successfully created. After that, in this place, every job is allocated to each and every virtual machine, and virtual machine is the process its job, and finally we have to calculate the execution time. We have to click the analyze button. Each and every job will be run to the each virtual machine. In this place we have to note down each virtual machine run the same job, and finally we have to find out the which virtual machine run this job is low execution time, and finally we have to allocate this virtual machine for particular job, and we have to calculate the cost for the job. Cost for the job, and click the next button. Analyze the cloud length and its length. We have to create the 10 jobs, and its velocity means updating the cloud length, and after prioritize, click the prioritize. Prioritize means each and every job will be running into the each virtual machine, and finally we have to find out the which virtual machine running this job is low, means this job is allocated to for that virtual machine. This is our prioritization step. VM4, that means virtual machine 4 is job 9 is allocated for virtual machine 4, and job 8 is allocated for virtual machines 2, and each and every jobs are allocated to each and every virtual machines. And finally we have to map PSO estimation successfully estimated, and map and schedule. Jobs are allocated to internal and external clouds. First of all, we have to given the 10 jobs as inside into the internal cloud, and it will run all the jobs. In virtual machine will be overloaded, means it will be run into the external cloud. And finally we have to calculate the cost for that internal cloud and external cloud, and total profit of the external cloud.
Thank you.